coming. Not coming. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 4th episode of the Raw Avenue podcast. Co-host Josh Bruce here. Got my man
Darwin here. Let's go,
Yes,
ladies
sir.
and gentlemen.
And today, we got a special guest here. I'm gonna stop because y'all be saying that I be introducing the guests too much, so I'm gonna just let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Okay.
Because y'all be saying I talk too much sometimes. So go ahead, do your thing.
My name's Mariah. I'm a author and local artist.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get deeper into it. So, so basically, just to fill everybody in, I know we're kind of fresh with the podcast. Basically, whenever we have guests on, we just want to have people come on and promote themselves with whatever talent or business that they have, and just give them a platform to come, like I said, voice their their talent or business, whatever. And that's what we have here today. Last week we had my homie with the R&B stuff, and then I had last week we had the police officer. So
Yeah.
today we got Miss
Mariah.
Author, Mariah. She like she said, she does poetry and writing books and doing art. So you can just tell us a little about that. I know I did buy this book right here, Collecting Butterflies. You can put that up so everybody can see it. Camera's right there. What's up, everybody? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Get that book. It's a good poetry book. I'd say I haven't finished it all the way through, but it's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I never really. I've known you for a while, but I never really known you to be so, you know what I'm saying, deep with that. So that it's kind of cool. You wrote that really well. So just tell us how you came about, making that book and stuff. Like, what made you motivated to do that?
Well, I've been writing poetry for over 4 years. I finally got enough together to make it into a book, and when I started doing the research, I found out that self-publishing really is not hard at all. You just have to put the work in, and so it was a fun process. This book in particular, I actually was not that happy with. I love the work, but it was my first book, so the publishing process didn't come too smoothly.
It's a process.
It's a process.
For sure.
Yeah, but...
So you feel like you was like, maybe you didn't go hard enough on it, or it was just the whole, like you said, it was just the process. That you think you could have done better? I don't know what you mean. 'Cause it's a pretty good poetry book. Like,
I got about 5 or 6 typos,
Oh, well, nobody's perfect,
Yeah, no.
Everybody,
Your first one is that's like for those of you who have siblings, we always get like mad at our older siblings, you know what I'm saying? Because we think they get away with more. But really, it's just like, our parents got like a little bit of guilt because they like, well, this is the first one. There's no manual for this. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
I kind of fucked up on certain parts, and shit, this just would come with it. You know what I'm saying? If that's her first baby, then she was gonna have some like some stumbles. You feel me?
Mhm.
So
I
she
feel
looking
you.
at it like that. She probably have analyzed this shit on a whole nother level.
That's what it is. Your first baby.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I got
but,
you.
I mean, I'm still proud of it for sure because, self-published author by 23. I'll have another book dropping this December.
That's fire.
So, this process definitely helped me. And because I want to do another one, this was a great way to get me started. And,
Yeah.
For sure. So, do you have like any inspiration behind that, like maybe people or certain things that happen in your life that maybe just inspires you, or you go a little bit into that, like what type of things inspired you with making that book?
I've always been a very emotional person, but not a very expressive person.
Word.
Like verbally expressive. Like
Right.
it's that's hard for me. So writing was just always, it came natural.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
was just putting those words and feelings onto the paper. So that was it for me.
Yeah, I feel you. I kind of when I told you I attempted rapping,
Right.
back then.
Yeah. Facts.
I kind of felt
Facts.
the same way, putting my emotions on the paper and stuff like that. And then I took, what I say, 11th grade or 12th grade, I took a poetry class because I was doing dual enrollment.
Word.
So one of my college classes was poetry,
Okay.
and I was interested in it for like a good 3-4 weeks. But then I don't know, I kind of got more hard shell. I'm like, what? Nobody needs to know my feelings but me. Like, why do y'all need to know this?
Man,
I
because
just
you gotta
write it-
bare your soul, bro. It's not a game.
I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I was putting too much information. You know what I'm saying? That's out there. I'm like,
But you have to be vulnerable with your art.
I
You
feel-
might save somebody else's life, bro.
right.
You know,
And
it's
that's kind of what the Raw Avenue is called. You know what I'm saying? We can't be all filtered. We got to be
yeah, you gotta let it go.
let it go. So just want to let you know that you can't be holding nothing back unless, you know what I'm saying, it's something that, you don't want nobody to know for real. But whenever opinion you got or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to say, let it all out. You know what I'm saying? This is the place to do it. But yeah, but back then I kind of, I was into it a little bit. But then, I just fell out
You
of it.
couldn't get past that barrier.
Nah,
let
bro.
them feelings
Yeah,
go.
and then I had a weird teacher. Like, he was just always just like, just how he stood was just like this.
He was
and
a white guy.
Yeah. But he and then he would just talk weird, and he would just be all like this, and and his poetry would be kind of creepy and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know what?
To each his own, man.
Yeah, maybe this is not the road for me. That's what I thought. But I kind of stopped showing up to class. I mean, I didn't show up, but I was kind of late to classes. I ain't gonna lie. My bad, mom. Hear this? I was being late to class. So
I want to ask you. I think it's funny sometimes. What people are called to do, or what they are most successful at in the present, it wasn't always their first dream. So you got any like dreams you had like before you was doing all this, or any passions, I should say?
Yeah, well, originally, I went to school to be an English teacher. So that's what I was going to. After I finished my prereqs at OCC, I went to Schoolcraft, and I kind of just, I don't know, I started getting more into my writing.
Word.
And I got, at that time, I realized that I didn't want to work for somebody else.
For sure.
And so I
Always
had
the
to
goal.
figure out, what my passion was.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was so hard for me to figure out what it was because it was so simple. Like, I was overthinking it. And I think when it comes to the arts, it's really hard to get that support or get people to take you serious.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So when
For
I first
sure.
started, I'm like, oh, this is a hobby. Like, I didn't think of it as something that could actually
Right.
bring me income until 2 months ago I quit my job, and I'm like, let's do it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations.
That's
You know,
always
thank
like
you.
that. That's like the fuel. Everybody just quit their job and they
you
just
have
take
to.
off.
Well,
That's
because you
crazy.
think about it, you're working a full-time job. You go in every day and you put 8 hours into a company that doesn't care about you. You know,
Really?
I take that same 8 hours and I work and
Mm-hmm.
I perfect my craft, and I just keep going. And
Right.
Do you got a Cash App or a place where people could donate? You know what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
Go ahead, shout that out. Plug.
Plug
Let
it. Let everybody
One second.
bring out your bank accounts and your checkbook and Cash App this woman.
Donate to a young black woman that's
Facts.
an artist that's doing something positive.
Exactly. Let's I saw Big Sean talk about why he did that Detroit cipher really, and he was just like he said he even got people on there that's beefing right now, but he's like, what we beefing for, bro? We all one people, man. Like, we just got to come together. Like, we can't be hating on each other. Like, unless it's something that you really got to kill for, he said, why are we beefing? We got to come together and support each other, bro. And that's, what I'm saying, that's something I agree with 100%. We just got to stop anywhere. It's not just Detroit. It's just around the world. We can stop hating on each other, show more love, support our brother and our sister, even if they're not the best at it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you see the passion for it, you help them out some
It don't
type
take
of way.
nothing out of your pocket to shout
Exactly.
somebody out. You feel
So
me?
people just, they
Better
just
shout out to
naturally
Cash
do it.
App,
Oh yeah,
though.
shout out to Cash App. Go ahead. I was talking too much again.
It's Nicole M, capital NKOH, capital M.
Say it again.
All right.
Capital NKOH, capital M, Nicole M.
Make sure you guys put the $sign before that.
Facts.
Donate to this young lady's cause.
Exactly.
Appreciate
And
it.
make sure you buy. My bad.
No, go for it.
Collecting Butterflies. It's on Amazon.
That's quality too.
and-
Let me say, I don't know nothing about. I actually got some poetry published too, but it was just the way that
You did poetry?
it was the way that it was set up. Like, my middle school was like mad dope, right? So like, I think I had to be in like the 3rd or 4th grade, and they made
Okay.
everybody write poems, and they put everybody that was in my class. It was probably like 5th grade, but they put all of our poems together and put it in a book and published it.
Oh, that's
So that
dope.
we will all be published authors while we were still in elementary school.
Right.
So yeah, fun fact.
Cool.
But
cool.
yeah, that's a quality book though.
Yeah, that's
like
yeah. Matter of fact, you wanna why don't you just read a couple poems for us? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta use your poetry voice, your Maya Angelou
yeah.
voice, okay? You gotta go crazy with this.
I would say read your favorite one,
Right,
And
read your
then
favorite.
Okay.
and let us ask a question a piece.
Yeah, okay, that sounds fair. That sounds really fair.
You know.
But yeah, bro, while she's looking for that, I never knew you had it. What made you stop doing poetry?
Like I said, it wasn't my thing. In school, it's their job to kind of like unlock what's going on in a kid's mind. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they knew poetry wasn't gonna be for everybody in the class, but it was just a challenge. And I feel like when school is done the right way, that's how they're supposed to do it. It's supposed to challenge you and unlock something within you. So
Exactly.
But-
Okay. Well, I think she had it. She has it ready. So why don't you just go ahead, read us a couple, and when you're done, tell us the inspiration behind it if you can, if you remember.
Sure. This one is called My Body, page 45. Empty, a hollow echo, so much space laying still, carrying shame so heavy your feet drag as you walk, hands full of bad decisions. My wrists mark my misery. How life can take something so beautiful and turn it inside out until you no longer recognize it. How it can take someone so loving and make them want to escape this life. With the quick tie of a noose around my neck, I jump from my insecurities down to my freedom. I leave behind all of the pain and doubt that I'll never be good enough. I hide behind a body taken from me. This body was never mine. All the men that touched this body before consulting with my soul. This body that I take everywhere with me. This body that inhaled the marijuana smoke and digested the Moscato. To the body that cut itself to feel something. This body and myself, we have known each other for a long time, but we have never committed to one another. I have never loved you the way I love my soul. Even though we are connected at the flesh, I still try and run from you and end up chasing my shadow as I sprint away from the sun. My back feels the heat, but you cannot run from a fire that you put the match to. And in the heat of the flames, I smile. I am alive.
Yo, that is fire.
I don't know if y'all can see the tears.
Yo, that's fire,
running down
bro.
my face, but
Nah,
that
hey,
was beautiful. Dave,
that's
you just missed
fire.
a beautiful poem, man.
man, yo, hold on. But the part that say, hold on, you gotta read it again, bro. Hold on, it's a part in there that
Would
say,
you like to look at it?
for all the men who touch my body before consulting with my soul.
That's deep.
Yo,
That's
that's next
some
level,
type,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You need to like.
I like that, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
got a gift for sure.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Just go ahead and if you're comfortable, because that's a really deep poem.
That's some Lauryn Hill shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
come
this-
on.
Come on, bro. Hey.
Didn't even know.
That's crazy. We're gonna get into it in a second, but if you know what I'm saying, if you're comfortable, just give us the inspiration behind that poem. It sounds like a pretty deep poem. Some dark
Definitely
parts.
deep.
That's kind of dark too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just think as
It's
women,
beautiful though.
we definitely go through a lot. Growing up, constantly being sexualized.
Hell yeah.
Having to deal with certain situations where men are overly aggressive, and feeling like you don't have control over yourself as a woman, and that can be tough. And I think that it's something that really needs to be talked more about. And as women, we need to be comfortable with expressing that and expressing that we're not okay with that.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
It can lead to scarring,
Mhm.
so
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fire, bro.
Yeah. You ever thought about? I don't know if they still do this. Do they still have like poetry artists?
Poetry slams like that.
No, actually, yeah. Do they? I mean, well, I know they still have poetry. You ever been to one?
Oh yeah, they have a couple within the city, especially Southwest Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Word.
Yeah.
Do you go to them often, or you just like?
I just whenever I can catch them,
Really?
I
yeah.
feel you.
They can
No.
be really low key, so
Yeah, I feel you. No, I was gonna ask, like,
Yeah.
do they still do like poetry over beats? Is that still a thing? You know?
You
Nobody knows.
can. The way that she's doing, that's like some real poetry.
Yeah.
I would just do that over like some very spaced out percussions, like
Right.
some bongos and shit like that.
Right. snapping the fingers and stuff.
Yeah, some like some shakers or something like
Yeah.
that. Something real jazzy, bro. I
Really?
wouldn't even do too much, bro. You know what I'm saying, to take away from what she's saying.
Definitely.
Um,
Yeah, I definitely hop from like
yeah, I'm blown away.
Poetry clubs and jazz clubs. That's like some. Like I said, bro, I read a couple of those poems in that book, and I was like, whoa, I never knew. You know what I'm saying? Mariah was so, you know what I'm saying, in tune with just the words.
I
And
feel
I'm
like other
wow.
women need to like they need to buy this book, or they need to at
Definitely.
least be exposed to what you're saying, because I know
Definitely.
some women who would probably feel that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
for
what
sure.
I wanted. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be something that, touch people when they read it, that they could really feel it and feel who I am. Because, like I said, I'm not a very expressive person, and so I don't talk about a lot of the things that I go through or that I've went through. You
Right.
know, especially, I don't know. It's like you said, how it was hard for you to be vulnerable and to put
Mhm.
yourself on that fully. So like.
Yeah.
With my poetry, this was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, was publish myself, like, because this is me. So
And put it out there.
it's raw, yeah. So it's it was tough, but I'm glad I did, because I know there are a lot of people who can relate.
For sure.
You
You let your family read that?
yeah.
Was the like, how was the reaction?
How do they take it?
To be honest, it was never a real conversation. Like, I don't think if they did analyze it in the way that, we just kind of broke
Yeah.
it down,
Right.
like, they weren't comfortable talking
Right.
about that. Because
Yeah.
it's tough, when you don't really know what's going on in someone's head, especially someone that you care about.
No, for sure.
And you read this and you're like, damn,
What's going on?
she done been through some shit, like, but we
Yeah.
don't know exactly, what. So, it was never really discussed,
Right.
But they for sure like read some
read
of it.
it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
You can't read it and not know.
Yeah, facts.
How
I
close?
feel you.
How close do you want to be? Like when you have kids, do you want it to be like super close, like best friend close, or do you want to be like how you have it with your parents, like how they have a relationship with you? Like I don't know exactly how they have it, but
Yeah, no, I'd rather be much closer.
right.
I feel you.
My parents, they raised me more off of survival. Like, we lived in a city from Brightmo, so it's like when we,
Oh yeah.
came up, we
you in the
you know,
trenches.
Yeah, we moved to Southfield and into Farmington, and they were just trying to give us a better life, and so
Right.
they were more focused on like the money aspect, or like where
Right.
we stayed, and stuff like that. Like, I'm not even gonna say the material things, but just
But
more
just
so
really, yeah.
setting us up so that we're in a better predicament, versus like those parents who are extremely like affectionate, or like
Right.
always, I don't know, but I appreciate my parents for that. They
Right.
gave me tough love.
Yeah.
They taught me how to be a good worker.
Definitely,
and
because I know some
strong.
people.
That's majority of the black experience, bro.
Yeah.
Let me not speak for other people, bro, but that's kind of like, it's not super similar to mine, but for the most part, I really do like relate to that. Like a lot of black parents, it just be like, yo, we just trying to like
Yeah, they
pay
don't really
these
have that
bills.
super
We just
deep
trying
connection.
to pay these bills,
Yeah,
bro. But some
exactly.
people can't do both.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Trying to get at.
some people can't do both, bro. Like you really just be trying to pay the bills, bro.
Right.
And if you do that, then it's like, all right, where the parade at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We straight. We
feel
good.
you.
We good to the first of the month. So I
feel
think
you.
a lot of people will relate to that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you can, just dive into one more.
Just
You know,
one
we
more.
got to let Dave hear this, man. This is beautiful, bro. Yeah, we're just getting into this.
Yeah, I almost fired. What's the name of that poem?
That one was called My Body.
My body.
Body, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Thank you.
That's nice. Yeah, bro.
You for sure. You ever thought about being a songwriter?
Nah.
No.
No, it's
Definitely
crazy
look
because
into that.
I started out rapping.
Word.
Yeah.
You rap?
No, I don't. That's why I don't.
No, like ever?
Yeah. No, I used to put.
You know when
we
you
used
say
to do
yeah, people
ciphers
want to hear you
and
spit the bars.
Yeah, no, I kind of did because y'all wanted to hear me rap, and I told you no.
When the camera's off, I got y'all. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
for sure.
Yeah. No.
By the way, you'll never hear me.
So don't ask her to do it. That's not. Cool.
I can do that though. We different people.
No, that's the right avenue.
Okay.
Remember what you told
But
me?
I told you if it's something like super deep and personal, you know what I'm saying? I got to.
Whatever.
What you mean, bro? I'm just keeping it real.
You-
I told everybody I used to rap. Okay, that's something I don't really tell
You
everybody.
was doing the gospel rap though.
Yeah,
What's
I
wrong
was-
with sharing your love for Jesus Christ, man?
I do love him, but that don't mean I'm a.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to tell everybody. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
All right.
I don't want to rap. Okay. That's old and gone, bro.
I think she got the next one.
Okay, for sure. My bad.
Good. This is called Reaching into Familiar Places.
Oh, it sounds fire. Sounds fire.
The bleak gray past that replays itself in your mind. How it was never the right time, but always the right guy. Or never the right guy, but always the right. I'm drawn to broken hearts. My love, a band-aid for your sorrows, and empty arms to help you carry your baggage so it's less heavy to you, but more than I was ready for. I gave so much of myself to you, I lost myself. Oh, I messed up.
Go ahead.
You good. You good.
I gave so much of myself to you, I had to find myself in someone else. Except all I did was continue a cycle. Sometimes I only have enough energy to love myself. On those days, I don't hear from you. You wanted all of me, but pieces were missing. You tried to change me, but I wasn't myself yet. And when I finally found myself, I lost you. What's worse than a broken heart is an empty one. You can fix broken glass, but sand will always be waiting for lightning to strike. And you were my lightning.
Can you elaborate on that last part? What does that mean?
So
I'm just gonna say it's super sad. Like, I'm almost sad right now that these mics work the way they work, because like here in studio there's a jazz quartet
Yeah.
Yeah.
down on the stage, and so like hearing you talk over that here in studio, like you were just saying, like a little music, like a little light jazz, like it actually like it's. Like, I'm sad the mics aren't gonna pick that up.
Yo, come up here real quick,
I
man.
feel
Y'all
the
gotta
same way, bro. I feel the same
Yeah.
way. The sand and the lightning part, I forget how
okay,
you
so
said
like
it.
when sand strikes or when lightning strikes sand, it turns to glass.
Okay.
So it's like I said, there's nothing worse. What's worse than a broken heart?
Yeah, that's what I said. You gotta
Oh,
run
go
it back.
ahead.
Yeah.
What's worse than a broken heart is an empty one. I feel like it's easier to put yourself back together than fill yourself up.
Word.
Because you already have the pieces there. You know, it's easy to take that and if not put it back together, recreate something out of it, you know.
Right.
But being empty, that's like completely different to me. So
You think how do I want to word this? Are you saying being like the process of putting the pieces back together after being broken is a little bit easier than just being empty?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Word.
just, you know, holding on to yourself.
That's a conversation starter, bro.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And you're right, bro. I feel like not just women, but I think every man and woman, everybody should just get this book, bro, because it's how you doing? I was just peeking in here. I don't know. But yeah, like I said,
That's why these are here,
oh, so they just
because this place used to turn into a fishbowl.
yeah. I remember you telling us that Fishbowl podcast, yeah. But yeah, going back to what I said, I feel like everybody should. Matter of fact, I just say everybody should be more in tune with their feelings for real, because I know a lot of people walk around like they don't got any. Everybody feels some type of way, bro. Like, and I feel like if we just get more connected with ourselves and be honest with ourselves, we'll be better people as a community. And I feel like that book does help with a lot of things that people go through. And, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of a reminder that you're not the only one that feels that way. I'm pretty sure out of how many pages that's in that book, you know, at least one person is feeling one poem, you know what I'm saying? So,
for sure.
you know, I feel like, you know, it's very important for us to be in tune with our feelings. And like I said, that book is incredible. So you guys, like I said, this is another thing. You guys buy that book. I'm telling you, it's really good. So, you know, okay, well, we went to the poetry now, but we got to look at this Lauryn Hill picture, man. I seen you on the gram just, you know, cooking up, just, you know, writing art.
Well,
and doing
so I mean,
all
for
that
what
good
it's, you
stuff.
can't say go buy the book and then don't ask the question, where can people buy the book?
Yes. Okay. So,
Wait, I thought we said that.
Come on.
Yeah, you probably wasn't even here. I think I definitely said. I said
you did.
Amazon.
It's on
and-
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, you just Google collecting butterflies. It should be like maybe the third or fourth
Yeah.
thing on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Really easy to find.
clear it up, because Dave called me out. Amazon. It's go to Amazon and type in "collecting butterflies." It's by Mariah and Cole Mitchell. Shouldn't be that hard to find. you go grab that and you know what I'm saying, do something good with your life. So, all right, go ahead and explain the art piece to us, cause we want to get into this. We was talking about Lauryn Hill, so tell us. That's a really good picture. You got to show everybody. The camera's right there, by the way, again. So show everybody that.
Go ahead,
Hold it
hold
up.
that
This
up.
is-
Yeah.
That's like I'm looking at Lauryn Hill. Come on.
Huge fan of Lauryn Hill. Always have been.
Word.
This was just a random piece that I decided to do. I just started painting. Not even gonna lie. Like,
What are you more
at the beginning
connected
of
to
this
with poetry or painting?
my poetry for sure.
Word.
Yeah.
You said you just started painting though.
Yeah, I just started painting. I've always been into art. I've always, liked to draw and stuff. I've always,
Right.
But painting, I just started that. This year, I decided to make it into a career.
Right. You was always dabbling though.
Yeah, last year was when I decided to kind of get into it.
That's what's up.
When I realized, it was so completely different than a
Mhm.
pencil.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit
So-
is mad different, bro.
Yeah, it took a lot of time to figure it out, the shading, the blending, still getting
Look like
there.
you got down to it.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Pretty easy.
'Cause I for sure couldn't do that.
Yeah, me neither, bro.
Not today.
I
at
tried to
least.
draw one time in my life. I tried to draw like a Spider-Man picture, but he was looking all like deformed and stuff, and I was like, nah, let me stop. Since I'm not that good at it. But okay, so do you so is painting more of a hobby for right now, or do you want to get better at it where you could just be on an upscale level where like, oh my gosh, like it's on museums and stuff and people walking past with their wine and
That's
oh,
definitely the goal.
Thomas, look at Mariah's picture of, whatever, Lauryn Hill, so is that what you
Yeah,
wanna
no,
get into?
bigger picture for sure. Right now, I'm kind of looking into studio spaces
Oh,
because I do the painting events. People come through, they can paint, smoke, drink, listen to music. I like other entrepreneurs to come and
That's hard.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like just market themselves because one of the girls that co-hosts my events with me, she has her own edible company, which,
Okay.
it goes pretty well with
Yeah,
what,
for sure.
what we do with the events. Yeah, so just
Okay.
kind of, bringing other people up with me. So I would love to get my own studio space. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now. So definitely started out as a hobby. Right now, this is what pays my bills.
Gotcha.
So,
That's
Okay.
fire.
That's fire.
yeah, like,
That's fire.
And you're
that
doing
you
something
can
that you love,
Yeah.
for real.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
You
Nobody
already,
can hate on that, bro.
and I'm
And if you
telling
do,
you,
you just hate
like,
it.
you already
just-
living your dream though.
Facts.
Yeah, you just
You
gotta
know?
quit your job. I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, like I said, you put the same work into that 9 to 5 as you do into something that you love.
It's gonna come back, bro.
It
The universe
is.
is gonna
Yeah.
always
God
hear
gonna
you.
bless you.
Even
you
if I don't
know.
have the orders, like, if I don't have an order that week, a commission that week, I still paint. This wasn't something that someone paid me for, but if I have the extra time, I'm gonna put that into my craft, keep perfecting it, and just keep going, and don't ever get discouraged, because there's weeks where I don't sell anything, but
Man.
I still work.
Right.
Come on, man.
Still
So
go.
do you I see your tattoos and everything. Did that kind of inspire you to start painting, or it was just I want to start painting?
It's I just love art all around.
Okay.
Tats, I feel like we are canvases,
For sure.
Did you ever be a
tattoos
tattoo
way
artist?
I was.
Oh, you was?
for a summer, and I quit.
Wow. I
I-
wouldn't
I-
tell everybody I knew you. I did not know all this stuff. That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous. I feel ashamed.
Nah, that's dope though. I like the fact that you like experiment with different stuff and trying different
Thank
things. You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that it builds character for sure. I'm gonna need you to text Josh the link though. I think I'm gonna buy a copy of that book for my girl
For sure.
just to see like what she think about it, cause she like she does hair and stuff like that for a living. So she quit her job. She used to work with me and Josh.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah, so she like do wigs and stuff like that, and
Good
she,
for her.
yeah, she do.
Yeah.
She do regular hair and stuff like that too, but she primarily just wants to make a whole bunch of wigs, and she wants to get to a space in her life and career where she can buy a building and they can just come in and just get wigs that's just off the
Yeah.
shelf, like on some Walmart type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think it would be interesting to see like how she feels about the poems and stuff for sure.
Definitely.
How much time we got left, bro?
Oh, we got like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
we got 20 minutes. Tell us about like your background, and you don't gotta like drag it out. Just do whatever you feel. Just tell us about your background, how you grew up, and what led you to this point. Different influences, people, things.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I grew up in the west side of Detroit. I was the only girl out of 5 kids. Only girl and the youngest.
Okay, word.
Yeah, so I grew up with my older brother. And I don't know, like I said, it was always really hard for me to express myself. So I always was drawn to the arts, whether it was writing or drawing or whatever the case was.
For sure.
I've always also been an introvert. I don't very much like people. I can socialize. I just choose not to.
Do you love humanity though?
I do. As I like the idea
of humanity.
Of it.
If how it was explained, if it was played out that way in real life.
See, as human beings, we make mistakes.
For
Nobody's
sure.
perfect. Like, nothing is ever. It's not going to be a utopia, and I get that, but
I wish.
You know, I feel like it's really hard to treat people with kindness and respect. And that was something that I feel like, you know, growing up, I saw a lot of, like, people just not knowing how to treat other people.
Where they playing by their own rules,
yeah,
for sure.
So that kind of distanced me from society. And I feel like people who are like that, people who don't really know how to socialize or communicate, usually lean towards the arts, you know.
Word, for sure.
And it's so broad. There's so many different things that you can do and get into. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what age did you have that realization where it's like, all right, cool, like I'm an artist, or I like this? Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you might not even thought like I'm an artist. You know, at what age? Or what experience? What happened
I could
to
take
you?
it back to. I remember when I was, 10 years old, and I would take old pieces of cardboard and I'd cut them into squares, and I'd make my own little cartoon books. And
I would,
and I would punch 3 holes in them, and I'd take like a string, and I'd make these homemade books.
Word.
Yeah, and so it's funny because all these years later,
fast forward.
yeah, I made a real book. So just as long as I can remember, I've been into this field. It wasn't until a few years ago, like I said, maybe 2 years ago, that I got serious about my poetry, and I said, okay, I'm gonna put this together. I ended up getting contacted by a few different publishing agencies, but it felt better to do it myself, to go through that process and be able to say that I did all the work.
Do you think you work for a publishing agency one day, or do you just want to just continue doing this?
No, I would
could help a lot of people out. You know what I'm saying?
And I
you got
try
that connection.
so hard,
It's better to self-publish though.
It
is.
Right.
Lie to you, bro.
Keep all your rights and keep all your cheese. Because when you self-publish, or not when you go through a publishing company, they don't just take care of you. Like, you're putting so much money into them for them to, do all the work that you could do by yourself. You just have to be ambitious, and you have to
do legwork.
You have to do it. Like, you have to know that going into this, you might not get but 3-4 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying, for that week. But you got to go hard, and that's what I did when I did this book. I had a deadline for myself. And I tell other writers all the time, like, don't go through somebody else. Do it yourself.
Yeah,
keep your rights. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for me, is keep your rights. And
that's for everything, for real.
And it's so easy. Like, the process, if anybody ever, has questions, the best way to contact me is for sure on my Facebook, Mariah Mitchell. I can give you all the information that you would need to publish your own book, because I just want to see everybody eat. Like,
yeah.
So,
and you can find out your that's where you do your what do you say, your kind of get-togethers with your poetry and stuff like that. You post that on your page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make sure you add her on Facebook or follow her on Facebook, so you can know when the next time she does her get-together with the poetry and stuff and the artwork. So make sure you do that.
Our next event is actually going to be October 24th, but it is limited. We only have 15 tickets. So
all right, go ahead and get those tickets.
Buy them tickets up right now.
Facts. If you in Detroit, Michigan, or the surrounding areas, do yourself a favor.
Go ahead.
And stop waiting. Go ahead and do it.
And go see some real artistry.
Hey,
I was going to ask.
My bad, bro. This is our co-host. He's super late. We only allowed 4 people in here. You mind swapping out with him just real quick? Appreciate it, bro. This is our man's right here. He was just hopping in with.
Let me ask her a question before this dude get in here, bro.
What you mean? What you mean?
I'm talking about before Justin get in here, bro.
He ain't gonna do nothing wrong.
I didn't say. Listen, I'm gonna get my question off.
Yeah, you can.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
Did you ever have a period? It's like a 2-part question. Did you ever have a period of procrastination before you had like? Okay, so I need your help, right? Because I'm an artist too. I
Okay.
produce. I make music.
Mhm.
So
Lord
I wanted to know what's your advice to other artists out there who, you know how it is, where we procrastinate or sometimes we make excuses for ourselves. What happened to you where, you know what I'm saying, like, just what's some advice that you can give that got you from the point of procrastination to the point where you like, fuck it, 4 hours of sleep, I'm about to get this book out here.
Self-accountability.
Okay.
Looking yourself in the mirror and saying, listen, I don't have what I want because I didn't do what I had to do.
Okay.
That's what I told myself. You know, I'm
You
not.
just woke up one day like,
I just listen.
I'm sick of this shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't want to go to work anymore. I hate my job.
For sure.
Why continue to do this and put all this time and this legwork into a company that I don't care about, that doesn't care about me? And when I quit, they didn't blink an eye.
Right.
They
And
replaced me in a couple days.
For sure.
You
If
know what
that,
I'm saying?
No, probably like that day.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had
just like that.
application on file, so they were ready to, you know what I'm saying, replace me, and I don't like that. All this time and hard work that I could be putting into myself. So yeah, just that self accountability. Like, I don't go hard on myself. I'm only 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's how old I am. I'm 24 now. Oh
Dog,
my
I be
God.
forgetting too. I
I'm
swear to
24.
God, dog. I
you
swear.
still young as hell, man.
Still young, but that's the thing. I'm still young, and that's why I don't put that pressure on myself. Like, it's pressure, but it's not. I don't ever want to overwhelm myself. So that's the thing too. Is don't ever like. I from my personal experience, I don't ever down myself, because it's a lot that I've done by the age of 24 that a lot of people can't say that they have
For
done.
sure,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? And
For sure.
not trying to compare myself to other people. Like,
I
oh,
was
they
gonna
here,
say,
but I'm
do
here. Like, no,
I was
like
gonna
that's where
say,
I'm supposed
like,
to be. Like,
it ain't even about what other people ain't done. It's
Yeah,
like, for
yeah.
me, it's like, you've probably done things that people who've known you your whole life, they didn't think you were
that
gonna do.
Yeah. Facts.
So, you know, that's beautiful in itself.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, I just had to ask that because as artists, we go through a lot of periods of procrastination. We don't have the best support systems. Nobody, like, people get music for free. The game is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like there's not a huge market for people to, like, the way that people are consuming art and music and stuff like that and poems. It's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really up to us to, like, kind of build our core fan bases. So I had to ask that question just for all my fellow artists out there that's dealing with, you know, self-doubt and procrastination and stuff.
You know, that self-doubt, that's gonna come.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like I was saying with my art, you know, it's times where I don't have any commissions. You know, like, I could go 2 weeks straight and not have an order. I'm gonna keep painting.
You still got to
just
keep
gotta
your
keep
mind
going to-
right, for sure, and it's hard.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than being down and allowing yourself to dwell on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Allowing that to hold you back from your progression. Like, no, it's like, this is the perfect time for you to go hard.
You can put that in the
Perfect
art.
time for you to go
That
hard.
make better art. Like
For
when you
sure.
struggle,
It does.
that's part of the process. Yeah.
You putting your emotions into it, and
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
yeah.
as far as my favorite artists, like, once they, like, I mostly consume rap. Like, once they get rich as hell, the music kind of changed. I be like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't really like
Yeah.
it no more. Like, they ain't
Yeah.
hungry for this shit when they was broke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your broke art probably gonna be your best art.
No, facts, not really, because you.
And then hold on to some
Yeah.
though, and then until you kind of fall off type shit, and then release them. Like, yeah, this rare. Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
See, I ain't got no like passion like that. I just be want to make some money and shit. I'm really trying to grab one of y'all passionate motherfuckers and just leech off y'all with good
I'm
business
pretty
ideas.
sure you got it somewhere deep inside you, bro. You just
No, like I'm not a creator. Like that's not.
you are.
me.
You are a creator, bro. Everybody's a creator.
I mean, I can create life or something, but like,
Create
I'm
life.
not like I don't.
You
That's
just
not what I
don't know
do.
yet.
Right, you just don't know yet.
No, that's
bro.
not what I do. I don't even want to put. You know
He
what I'm
don't
saying?
know because
It's cool.
he don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
I'm gonna just wake up tomorrow and start tap dancing. I don't think so.
Yeah, who knows?
You don't know.
If I just start tap dancing, give me some help, dog.
Definitely, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna invest. We
Oh,
gon- we
you
gonna
said get you
record
help.
you. We
I
gonna
thought you meant
record you.
help,
You
bro.
gonna start throwing pennies at me like, oh, dance. But
We got like 9 minutes left, man. I
Alright.
just want her to if anybody else got any other questions, we
I mean,
can
Laura
ask.
Fly is up in here, bro. So you know, what I'm
Man,
saying?
Lord flies on Mars. Bend your knees and repent, man.
Okay, you ain't gotta go that far, but that's.
Nah, bend your knees and repent.
Well, that's
You asked for this shit.
What you mean? I know the people miss me. I couldn't get a full episode. I
This
seen
nigga
some of it,
Josh,
watching it
dog.
on live, and you do poems and you paint
Yes,
and you from Brightmo and you made it out. And let's just give you a round of applause for that. Like,
Yeah.
Appreciate
you
it.
made it out of Brightmo. Like,
Brightmo is a
Brightmo hate itself.
no, they don't. The East Side hate itself.
Look, he
Oh.
is. Come on now.
He from the East Side. That's why he trying to make it seem like Brightmo the worst
Oh,
place
see,
in the city.
My
Oh.
family actually from the East. My
And
daddy's
it's
from
so much-
Bewick.
There's
Oh,
so much
okay.
love over there.
Okay.
It
You feel
is.
me?
There's a lot of love on the
Alright,
East. Like
yeah.
I can't. I love
I'ma-
all parts
I'ma
of
lighten
the city.
I'm gonna
Oh,
lighten up.
man.
I'm gonna lighten up.
Well, I'm not
Nah.
from either side, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, Josh from Texas.
No, he
Not
from
Texas.
his
Got
zip
family
code
too.
got it's like 8 digits or something. It's
That's
something
like the
crazy.
Christian capital.
Where he from?
Texas.
No, I'm
Texas.
not from
Is-
Texas.
I think it's like that's not part of the Bible Belt. The Bible Belt is what, like Kentucky.
The Bible Belt.
Yeah, you know.
I ain't hip.
Oh,
I'm not
it's-
hippie.
Nah.
I'm not from Texas though.
Most southern states.
yeah.
That's why I said Texas. Anywho,
Oh,
Texas
well,
is its own country for real. They was trying to break away.
yeah.
I can-
Go back to her. You fired far
Oh,
as from
thank
what I seen, man.
Nah,
Appreciate it.
she
You need
on
like
another
do y'all
level,
do
bro.
some type of you do like showcases and shit like
She said she got
Nah,
one
I
coming
have-
up.
Yeah, I have my events. It's like
15 people though.
yeah, it's only 15. I only do
Exclusive.
15
Make sure you get them
tickets.
oh
Yeah.
how much is a ticket though?
They're $20.
And where they get 'em at?
Tickets?
Could I give you 20 now?
Yeah, if you want to get a ticket now,
Oh, hold on. Don't-
and
That's
I can
love.
send you the flyer for it.
Alright.
Tickets include I always feed my people, so it's gonna be food and
Oh, that's right.
and wine.
Oh.
And then this one is a Halloween theme, so we're gonna do a trivia while everybody's painting. And we're gonna do shots. So if you wanna get involved in the trivia, just make sure you got the right answers, or you gonna be having to take some shots.
What is it gonna be at?
You
What is it
know
gonna be at?
That sounds straight.
It's gonna be on the west
Yeah,
side
we
of
might as well
Detroit.
pull up.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the west side of Detroit, off Tireman, Wyoming. I rented out, you know what I'm saying, a little space for my homegirl.
Oh, that's
who-
down the street from where I get my car fixed at. Oh yeah.
I don't know
I'm
how
gonna-
you gonna lock
I'll
me
get
in
your information
Yeah, before we leave.
after this. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
can send you everything. But
because I want to come in with the RCP.
Shout out to Laura
Yeah.
Fly supporting the young
yeah,
black
thank
women
you so
in the,
much.
in the
I
community.
appreciate it. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I'm
This
gonna
what
have
the
to give
Raw
you
Avenue
tickets.
is about, bro.
Facts.
You
Oh,
know
it's
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
fun. It's gonna be usually my events are a lot more chill. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
have the ladies come in, we drink our wine, we talk, and you know, but we turning up with this because it's Halloween.
there's
We
only
ain't had
12.
I felt it. I felt
know
it. That's
what
why
I'm
I was like,
saying?
let me give it. She said only 15 people
There's
allowed.
only,
Sure.
no,
What's
no,
Only
no. There's only
15
12,
people.
12, only 12 people left now. Us three, we got
Oh,
a
see,
ticket.
that's
We got our
3
tickets.
tickets. Come
So
on, y'all.
12, y'all better hurry up.
Nah, I don't want them.
telling
I don't want them
y'all,
to come. Can I pay
What
for
you
them
mean?
not to come?
And
You gotta buy the tickets right now.
Yeah, cool.
I do want to
All
say
right.
too, my homegirl Ash Empty. She she gonna co-host with me. She does her edible brand. It's called
Oh, I'm finna be fucked.
it's called Your Highness. When I tell you, she
Oh,
got
that's
some of
fire.
the, she
That's
got
a
some
creative
of
name.
the best treats in the city.
I'm
like
not,
that.
I'm not
She
eating
gonna
it.
be
I'm
there.
gonna go to sleep. I'm not eating it.
I'm telling you, she got stuff that'll put you to sleep, that'll get you
I
hype.
don't-
It's
I don't-
whatever
Your
you want.
Highness.
Your Highness.
Okay, word.
I love it. You can find her on Facebook too, Ash Empty. But she'll be a co-host there with me.
Okay.
I feel like this is gonna be like some real bougie, ratchet at the same time. Like, I feel
Oh,
like it's gonna be
weekends.
strippers with sage. Like this, what it sounds like.
Strippers
Strippers
with
with
sage?
sage. I like that.
Yeah, that's
I
what
like
this
that,
this what this
Okay.
feel like.
Yeah, same. That's your
It's
man.
definitely gonna be vibey. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
definitely want to bring in the chill vibes, but we also gonna have a good time. You know what I'm
People
saying?
can relax and just be there.
Yeah, just be they
That's
self.
dope.
Like, and I want, like I said, anybody who has their own business. If you want to bring your cards, if you want to come promote yourself, that's what it's for. Like, I want everybody to come in and you know.
What's your sign, Mariah?
I'm a Gemini.
Ooh.
Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
Gang, gang,
Nah.
You feel me?
gang, gang.
Yeah.
Look, hey.
So this
Laura,
not-
Laura
this not-
Fly was
this-
vibing so
This
hard
not, this not the,
until
hold on,
until
hold on,
that
hold on,
moment.
look.
That was groundbreaking.
Look.
Hey,
This not the real her. What you
yes,
give
it
me
is.
now,
No, it is.
it's a whole
Ew.
nother. Yeah, I'm already hip.
Josh, this the real me, right?
course.
I'm always so chill. I promise you. Like
The other side is the
crazy.
side where people
Like, this not the
provoke
real
her.
him.
provoke. That's what they
Yes.
don't get. Are you a Gemini?
Yes.
Don't
They
nobody-
don't get us.
y'all
They
niggas
don't
is
get
sad.
us.
They never will. Hey, they never will.
They never will. See, because here's
But
the
we
thing.
get us.
We get it.
This is
Yeah.
Because
sad.
if we
I
flip,
love
if
you
we
already.
flip the
Well,
switch, it's
They
'cause you
enabling
made
each
us.
other for their bullshit. This
You
is some
feel
real
me?
enabler shit. Like,
You loved her before she
Because me and
said
my
that.
girl are Libra, and we enable each other with our bullshit. Like, me and my girl birthday on the
You're
same
supposed
day.
to enable bullshit because at the end of the day, it's just a misunderstanding.
No, it's
No.
bullshit.
If you're gonna no, but life is two sides. So
Like
if you're
y'all,
gonna
like
enable,
y'all,
if
like
you're
y'all.
gonna like everybody,
Mm.
if you're gonna enable one side, you have to enable the other one. It
Facts.
doesn't make sense to not do it.
I don't like the fact that y'all both figured out y'all Gemini.
Listen, we cool.
Nah, I really don't want him to
We
come.
went the whole interview. not even
Not
knowing.
even
You come
knowing.
on, it don't even matter. We was still love.
It was
It's
always
even
love.
more love now,
Yeah,
though, for
yeah.
sure.
I would pay $40 for him not to come.
Listen, if y'all want to bring y'all girls too,
I'm bringing my girl.
I was gonna say definitely bring the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Is it supposed I heard it's like poems about I caught a little piece on the
Nah,
interview
she next
talking
level
about,
with that poem shit.
Thank you, thank you.
It was like you were saying you feel like objectified or like was it that?
Yeah, it's I got a lot of poetry in here with you know what I'm saying.
Why y'all
They threw me off a little.
why they laughing? Cause they
It's just, I can't do it.
Yo, because I think the men that she was talking about in these poems, I think, yeah.
and you were saying like men be aggressive and shit like and like I really wish I was here for the whole time. Why y'all laughing? dog? Like,
Why Josh laughing? That's the real answer.
see,
I'm just,
See-
I'm just here. I'm just observing, bro. I'm just.
you should
Man,
be
hey,
scared of
this was
people
a
like
good-
them, like
This
that,
was good.
that hide that. Josh is.
I don't
oh
hide
my
nothing.
god!
What? I'm what?
10 years from now, it's gonna come out that you kill people.
I
Like,
don't
Oh
kill
my
people.
God.
like
That's
I
too
s-
long.
5.
If he killing people, they gotta catch him right now.
I swear to God, he
Yeah.
played his. He played his role. It's gonna
What
come out.
role, bro? I'm a good
Yo,
dude.
it's 58. I'm gonna let Josh, the host, close this out. Make sure we get all these young ladies information. Make sure y'all figure out
Definitely.
where we can go to cop her book. And do you have an Instagram somewhere where people could reach you to cop paintings and stuff like that? What's going on?
I surely do. So the best way to reach me is definitely. I'm more responsive on my Facebook at Mariah Mitchell.
Download Messenger right now.
Yes.
But I respond on my Instagram as well. Now my Instagram is Raya Nako, so that's RIAHNKOH, no space.
Okay.
So like I said, either platform. You can also I even take orders on my Snapchat, which is Mariah Nako, MARIAHNKOH, no
When
space.
you get the
Go
book,
ahead and cop that
How much that
book.
book cost? How much is that?
It's $12 on Amazon,
That's
$12.99.
easy.
I need to
Yeah.
grab that for my girl.
Yeah, we need the
Yeah.
deluxe.
right?
You know what I'm saying? With the glossy cover. We need to get the glossy
Right.
cover
Yeah,
popping. You
yeah,
feel me?
just-
For the
just
hot
wait for this-
35.
Facts, my G.
Just
I'ma-
wait for
I'ma buy that
December.
for,
I'm gonna drop another one for sure.
No, I'm for sure gonna buy that for my girl, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sneak peek of what the new one's gonna be called? And
You want a
just-
poem from the new
He
one?
sway.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, you
Ooh.
are. We gotta get this
Man.
exclusive.
It's
Before we close it
Before
out.
we close it out,
You
You
gotta
got
ring,
time?
you gotta ring the bell.
Got a
Ring the
minute?
bell for that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
all right, exclusive time. Let's go
Okay.
from the new book.
From the
December.
new book. So this book is actually gonna be called Glass Ceilings. So here we go. I tried to read between the lines, but you left no space for assuming. I tried to find something that wasn't there. You told me exactly who you are, and when I saw more, I reached for it. But it was just an illusion, a fun house for my feelings. Our friendship filled with what ifs and maybes, but only on my end. I was drawn to the way you didn't care. The way my father didn't care that the way my father never cared that I was sensitive, poking open wounds. The way my brother never cared if he hurt me, as long as no one else did. I like the familiarity of a cold shoulder you give me when you don't want to be bothered. I've been trained to be a leader and a follower. So when you say, come here, I do, but only by taking a few steps back. And when it's time to leave, let's see how far I can get again before I come back.
Fire.
So, this
Fire.
one, this one
Fire.
is more so. Thank you. This
Yes,
one's definitely
yes.
more so. This book is,
Cool.
That shit definitely
Get you
hurt
guys
they
a good
feelings.
Christmas gift.
That shit
Drop
definitely
it in
hurt their
December.
feelings. Like I know that shit hurt their
Let
feelings.
me be the first on
Fellas.
record to say this is the best episode of the Raw Avenue thus far,
Oh, thank
in
you.
my humble opinion.
This was a pretty good episode. All right, we appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you guys for having me.
No,
I
for
do.
sure,
Thank
for
you
sure.
so
So make sure you
much.
guys, like I said, grab her book on Amazon. It's called Collecting Butterflies, and then you guys make sure you contact her on Facebook at Mariah Mitchell, and then her Instagram at Riot Co. So this is it. We appreciate you coming on here and showcasing your
For
talent.
sure. If you need her Cash App, just run the episode back.
run it back.
We ain't gonna have her repeat it.
Exactly. Support black businesses, man. So just thank you again for coming out and using your time to come and you know what I'm saying, do this with us. And we'll, you know, hope to have you on again sometime, you know, for the new one. So it's okay. This concludes the 4th episode of the Raw Avenue. Thank you everybody who tuned in and who will watch. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm fresh out of Advil. Jesus grabbed the wheel.
All right, Jay-Z.
Thank you.